Hey there, it's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 144, and we've got a special Halloween edition. That's right, we're playing the legally distinct quiz show game of terror. Today, I'll be your ghost. I think I've made this joke before.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Eric, and joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
Damn, I was going to call you Killer Kayla.
That's pretty good.
We've got on the pod today 3 contestants as well. The Tomamityville Horror himself.
There we go.
Tomas.
Mine better be as good as that one. Very good.
Workshop that one.
I don't have one for you yet, Mike. But by the time I get to you, I might think of one. But I do have one for our second contestant, the last voyage of the Demetrius. Demetrius is here.
Very good. Very good. You did great.
I guess you're gonna have to just be Michael Myers Nelson. So we've got Mike, Tomas, and D.
I'd rather be Wayne Algar.
They will be competing in the legally distinct quiz show game of terror. And after Mike, berated me for, I think, years at this point, for the lack of a double round, we're doing a double round this time. So we'll have legally distinct quiz show game of terror, double legally distinct quiz show game of terror, and final legally distinct quiz show game of terror on this episode. Little note, if you get this podcast primarily as audio, perfectly fine. This is going to hit all the apps. If you're listening, you know that because you're listening. But there's also a heavy visual component to this episode because we've got a board, we got, the game up there. So check it out on YouTube. At The Machine of Nonsense on YouTube.
I just lost the game.
I got warrants.
So, if you want to see what we're talking about, I think it'll work just fine in audio as well. Before we get to the game, though, it has been quite some time since we recorded, since we got together, and I have no idea what the castmates have been up to. So, I don't know, Mike, because I gave you the worst name of the 3. I guess you could start us off. What you been doing, man?
Let's start with Castlevania. I really want to talk about Castlevania.
Castlevania.
I haven't finished it, so. But
Same.
shoot, I've played plenty of Castlevania, so I probably know all the lore. So.
How's everybody feel about Castlevania? D, did you watch it?
I've only watched.
I watched like
2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched
okay.
2 episodes. Yeah.
Kayla and I blew through it. We watched it in
I did.
2 sessions.
I did too, as well.
I will say the animation kind of threw me off a bit.
It is
the animation.
I think it is a downgrade from the previous show.
Call it stylized, if you will, but yeah, I'm waiting for it to sink in. I will say
just the frames alone, like it's so noticeable to just see the jerkiness.
Yeah, it's a little jerky.
It is jerky. I thought that the creatures are really creative looking. I liked them.
Love the design. That's a good point for sure.
I like some Olrock's representation.
I guess. Oh yeah, I totally thought of you when I was like, "Oh, that's Olrock." Oh shit, that's cool.
That Olrock's got the drip.
I think he's the best part of the season.
Big from Reservation Dogs too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, good for that dude. I love that
dude's
dude.
everywhere. Love it. Good stuff there too.
I have to tell Jackie that she loves Big. So.
I guess coming from where we left off with like Isaac versus Carmilla, this beautiful big culmination of things, and then going to this threw me off for sure. I think a lot of the budget was at the front and especially the end. And I don't know, the Richter, Maria, Annette chemistry never hit for me at all, especially compared to Trevor and Sypha and Alucard.
Yeah,
we had That's
4
one season
seasons,
compared
right?
to 4 seasons. Yeah. You gotta. I mean, I agree that seasons previous.
I remember watching season 1, by itself in a chamber, and
Cypher.
I was in it. I liked that dynamic pretty much right away.
I was on the wagon pretty. Like at the end of season 1, I was ready to travel with these people.
I feel like the season 1 of last, the original Castlevania did feel a little bit like they weren't sure that they were getting extra seasons, so they kind of like it did feel a little more contained, whereas this one feels like it's all set up. It's all like, okay, this is going to be a story over 3, maybe 4 seasons, and we're just kind of laying the chessboard out. It felt like that.
Let them cook.
And the show takes place in 3 spots. That's it. It's cabin, it's church. That's. I don't know. I don't know how well the Castlevania show did. The original one. I thought like maybe it was a huge success. Like they're doing a spinoff show. Like they're continuing to do this, and I don't know. It seems like they did not have enough money for this thing. At the end of the day, that's how I felt. I don't know.
It did immediately get picked up for a second season, so that's the good. Like, we're not getting just like a truncated, like, oh, well, this didn't work kind of thing. So at least we're gonna get the payoff for that. Like, let's just say the final scene of the season. We'll at least get to see where that goes. So you were a little down on it overall.
Yeah. I felt like it was a trailer for something greater.
Let's
I'll leave it at that.
Like watching Marvel after Endgame.
Yeah, kind of. It does have kind of a new phase feel of where are we going with this? Like we just had a big, like a whole arc of things happen. I think that's a good comparison. And yeah, I right now it's at a C for me, and we'll see where
C's
it
good blues, Mike.
Oh
yeah, like Richter's a Belmont, he's
Belmont.
He's not Trevor right now.
Trevor's cooler. That's fair.
Yeah,
And I really wanted to like Richter, and I kind of don't like his teen tude edginess kind of to him. That threw me off. I kind of wanted a more veteran Belmont, but that's okay. I hope he gets better. I hope there's growth there. I'm willing to definitely watch more and see where it goes.
They needed that Viking vampire from the first.
There was just more. There was just more on more meat on the bone in that first one for me. Yeah, for sure. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah,
they're swinging for the fence, man.
Why the fence is still there? Swing for that shit.
I don't get
talking MLB playoffs now. Hell yeah, let's.
There we go.
I've been watching.
Nice.
Max streams the NL series, so I've been watching pretty much all of that.
Kyle Schwarber hitting those bombs. Most
I know,
all-time for a lefty.
Yeah, the kids are kind of in. They want to know the rules and stuff. So
baseball's
not dead, Eric. It's not. The kids love it.
Largest growth in attendance in 30 years, folks. We're talking baseball now on this podcast. No.
It's the baseball Smiths.
All right, baseball gotta go. Sorry.
All right, here comes an anime corner.
Stay in TV. Been keeping up with Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki. I don't know.
A little down on that too. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if that show knows what it's doing.
That's what I was afraid of.
I liked episode 1 and episode 3. Episode 2, I don't know. Wasn't a fan of, but
me neither.
Guys aren't really selling it. So.
I thought 3 was pretty cool. I liked where 3.
Yeah, the show's got
like
the budget. It's got the drip, man. Like it looks
it looks good at least.
It looks so good. Yeah.
Okay.
It just does. It's just kind of spinning its wheels to me as well.
Is that why the CG budget's been so low on every other movie?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This thing's been in the can for a while, I think. So maybe they just had more. Iger wasn't pressing the red button at that time, like abort yet. So, also been keeping up with Our Flag Means Death. That one kind of caught me like, oh shit, there's 5 episodes of this available right now. And
they've been dropping them in chunks, I think.
Oh,
instead
okay.
of one by one, it's like
man, how did I miss
and then 2
5 weeks?
and then 2 or something. Yeah.
That's weird.
Cool. I was kind of worried about that too. Like, man, this is taking a long time. What's been going on with this? But it's just been a joy still for me. I think I'm 3 or 4 in, and I love Taika as Ed Teach, man, as Blackbeard. He's what's his name? Reese. Oh man, Reese Darby. Yes. As Steed and the whole crew. It's just such a great thing, that whole dynamic that they have, and they've introduced new characters and new like stuff, and it's working for me. They figured it out. And
that's
the last show I want to talk about, another Max show.
Ooh.
Scavenger's Reign. Are you guys checking this out?
Good. I saw the trailer. It looks amazing.
It is really cool. There's only 3 episodes available right now. I watched all 3 and was very disappointed that there was not
That fail.
But it's really cool. It's a kind of an adult animation show of this crew on the Demeter that basically a giant space semi that's taking them to a colony. Things go awry. Apparently, they have to abort into pods and land on this planet. And the show's kind of jarring at first because it doesn't show you them land. It shows them like months ahead. Like they've been on this planet for months at this time. And this planet is fucking wild. It's like a bestiary there's still just every episode is like more and more things that are just like they use creatures for like balloons to get out of like cave that they were in, and there's
this planet Zebes.
It does seem kind of like a video, like all of these creatures have different. They're not just things to hunt and kill, but they power up things, and they're used like there's creatures that have telekinetic abilities that make you see things.
Shoot them with ice missiles, and then you can jump on them and use them as platforms.
There's shit like that. Like it's really cool, and you're seeing 3 different groups because they're all spread out on this planet, and they're trying to get back to the crash ship, and it's just really neat, and I want to see where it goes.
Do you know how many episodes it will be?
I don't know. If I had to guess, it seems like an 8.
Nice. How long are the episodes?
A half hour, I think.
Nice. Love a half-hour episode.
Yeah, and so that's all my TV. I'll do movies really quick. Bottom, saw it finally. I didn't love that either. I was hoping to really love Bottoms.
All right, well, Mike's off the pod. Sorry, guys.
I thought it was like the same kind of level of a theater camp. Like just, oh, okay, cool. I thought it was just as fun. I thought it was going to be super fucking funny. And I don't know. I liked the whole story and everything. I thought all of that worked really well. Like why they made the club, why, the eventual dissolving of the club. It's all like the cliche stuff, but it worked pretty good. But if this thing was like a lot of ad lib with Io and the other chick, maybe not. Maybe let them do that. They're not everybody can be Murray and Aykroyd and all those guys. Like this ain't Ghostbusters. Another movie I didn't really like as much was Talk to Me, the big kind of horror hit of the year.
That's so sad.
I know Aaron liked it a lot. I think she kind of felt the same as me, just kind of mid on it.
Mm-hmm.
The creepy stuff is really creepy and really good. And I don't think they focus enough on that, because this movie is like, these teenagers are doing like this weird, they created this TikTok trend where they have this mummified like gypsy hand or something, and they can, if they grasp it and say talk to me, they communicate with a spirit and they see it. And if you say I let you in, the spirit like animates through them. And they tried, it's like the Warhead challenge or something. How long can you
Oh my god.
can you keep the spirit inside? Can you do it for 90 seconds, you know? And eventually the gate between the doorway remains open. They don't close it, and you know, spooky stuff happens. And I don't know. They don't go far enough, I thought, to me. So Cobweb's still the best spooky of the year for me.
Okay.
Did any of you guys watch the Wes Anderson shorts
Not yet.
on Netflix?
Nope.
I haven't either. I just wanted to say that I'm still excited to see those. All right, moving to games. Finished Sea of Stars. Eric, you've finished Sea of Stars.
Finished Sea of Stars, yeah.
Tomas, you finished Sea of Stars.
Yes, I
Dean,
have.
Did you ever
Long
start
time
Sea
ago.
of Stars?
I am 5 hours in.
Okay.
Ooh.
What do you think, Dee? How do you like it?
It's so wonderfully intuitive. Like,
Yeah.
it hits all the beats of those classic RPG tropes. I remember what you said about blocking, so I haven't really died yet.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm no good at blocking.
No.
I try.
But overall, I mean, it has all that charm, and it's moving at a pace well enough that like I was able to just kind of like in the course of the last few days play like a few hours here, a few hours there, and not realize how much time I had spent playing.
Awesome.
I definitely hit that groove with that game too. I think that
grind,
game,
baby.
I commend them for knowing when to end the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you
Even
get the
though
extra?
I got the true ending.
Same here.
So they didn't know when to end the game.
Not
I kind of like it.
necessarily.
I like when a game
Kinda
has
cool.
like something like that kind of locked.
Yeah, it's a Chrono Trigger kind of, feel.
I hate that you said true ending. I'm now wheels are turning.
It's not a huge deal.
Nothing crazy.
The game
I watched it
definitely
on
lets
YouTube,
you
Dean,
know what you missed and what you need to do to get it.
Yeah.
It's very good
Like,
about
he's
that.
a watch on YouTube kind of guy for that type of
That's
thing.
what I
just
did.
saying.
That is I think that's a valid option too. If you're not willing to do, because there is the collectathon of the game, like
Yeah.
does it all.
One thing that I
that's
didn't
the
enjoy
one.
if you get it. Yep.
But there's also a mechanic in the game that lets you know where those things basically are.
Yes, there is. And that helped me thoroughly. And I didn't miss as many as I thought I did.
Right. It's not that bad.
Yeah, the game's pretty forgiving in that regard.
I commend the game for giving. I thought the heroes got all pretty good arcs. I thought they were short shrift on the villains, unfortunately.
A little bit. Should have rounded out their whole spiel a little bit more.
Yeah. So it was almost like a classic game for me, and it's just like a really great game, like still very awesome. I love
No grind. I love that about it. I could just keep going.
yeah.
Not a lot of battles, but every battle I fought, I felt like I earned the victory. Had to think about it. That
Great
fucking,
battle. Just fantastic.
Yeah, fucking that delay kick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Sarai's the best.
Sarai was never out of my party.
I'm Sarai or die with
Sarai or die.
Very nice. Yes.
Also, I finished Cocoon.
Oh, nice.
Game Pass. Anyone check that out?
Not yet.
Nope.
No.
Very good.
It's a quick one, right?
Puzzle game. Yeah, I finished it in like 1.5 sessions.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like a 5-6 ish hour game. I was kind of worried at first because it is a lot of puzzles within a puzzle within a like kind of stuff. You're jumping in and out of these orbs, which are little worlds inside of themselves, and you can jump into an orb with another orb. At one point, you're juggling up to 3 orbs.
Within an orb.
Yes, it's fucking Orbulon.
Can you ponder the orb? I need to be able to ponder the orb.
Oh yeah. Did you guys see the meme of that with the Las Vegas orb with the wizard?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
They had that big Xbox logo on the orb, and he was pondering his orb.
Oh, you mean
Pondering his
Xbox
orb.
Activision?
Yeah, but Blizzard King. But man, that concept was very like the game is really intuitive. It's really a one button game. Great boss fights, like in a puzzle platformer kind of game, which I did not anticipate.
Wild. Yeah, I didn't weigh in on Sea of Stars because I want to keep things positive, you know?
Oh man, damn. All right. But I highly recommend
Not a
Cocoon.
refined.
Great art style, really great puzzles. Highly recommend Cocoon. It's on Game Pass. Otherwise, I think it's like $20 or something. In the wait for a game that just came out recently, I downloaded Phoenix Wright Trilogy through Game Pass as well, and have never finished that first one. Kind of always like in the back of my mind, like, man, I wanted to get into that, and been burning through the first one.
I thought those were locked on Nintendo. I had no idea that's on Game Pass. That's wild.
Yeah. Capcom's been dishing those out for sure.
Oh wow,
Oh, yeah.
They're liberating their games.
that's cool.
Yeah, once they kind of figured out how to not make that work on a non-DS kind of screen. And stuff.
Yeah.
And it does work pretty well. It's just like a point and click adventure, cursor game. But Mario Wonder, been playing that a bit.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
I'm not too far in it, but really impressed with that first world so far, as like the wonder of it. Like they do really neat things. I think they're borrowing a lot from games that have kind of done some of this stuff in the past and experimented, and it's like Nintendo's finally catching up to that spirit of it. It definitely
who drafted that one when we did the draft?
You did, buddy. You did. You knocked that one out of the park.
Put that in the chat.
Got it. Who thought a Mario game would do what he just
I know,
came
Dark
from
Horse.
the bottom? Now you're here.
Crazy wild.
That it made things really interesting. That score for sure.
I'm so
And
excited for that game.
super eager to play more of it.
Have you doing the co-op with the kids and stuff?
Yeah, that was a bit of a because it definitely the game wants you to get the 2 of this in every level and the 3 of this in every level and the top of the flagpole. And once I saw that, I'm like, oh fuck. This is going to be hard with a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old to get all these things.
That was hard with a bunch of 20-somethings. What was the last, the one that came out for the Wii U?
3D World.
Yeah, 3D World. I remember you, Josh, and I wouldn't finish a level until we had everything in it.
Right. We would replay over and over until we and then we would move on. And I had
Guitar Hero all over again.
I had to find the inner, part of me that could let that go, because things were getting a little sketchy. Because the first level where we didn't get everything, I'm like, okay,
That's part of being an adult, Mike.
let's just have fun. And we've just been trying to just push through, and hopefully we have enough to, because there are like checks of like, hey, did you get enough of these wonder seeds to open this gate kind of thing? And we haven't had an issue with meeting that requirement at all. And just super eager to play more. And that's me. Sorry for long list.
You're good, man. So what I got out of that is Mike's learning to let go.
Well, to let go and then to grab it back again later.
There you go.
Another time.
Just boomerang
by myself.
It is nice you ended on such positivity. Like it was the first like 4 things you talked about. You're like, that wasn't great.
Get on him, bro.
But
I was really eager to talk about Castlevania. I don't know. I think it's just an interesting season.
Yeah.
Of a show.
I got one question, Mike.
Sure.
What's Taika's devil fruit power again?
What's Taika's devil fruit power?
I had to get an anime reference.
Oh, right, because he has the what is it, D? Like what Blackbeard has in One Piece, the shadow
Yami.
fruit or something.
Yeah. It's like the yami no mi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. If the nerds are done talking, I guess I'll talk about my stuff. No, not a ton that already hasn't been mentioned. So I mentioned I didn't want negativity around Sea of Stars. I said, it was a great game. I really enjoyed Sea of Stars. I bounced off the story of Sea of Stars hard.
Really?
Real hard.
Okay.
I just kept I felt real disoriented throughout my whole time. Like, what are we actually, what's our goal here? I liked, near 80% into it. There's a tragedy that happens, let's just say, and and there's a whole arc of kind of finishing that up, and I really liked that. I was like, okay, I know what's going on here. This is tragic, and I liked where that all went.
The peak of the game.
Yeah. It really was. But I felt like it opened. I didn't really click with any particular character. The villains I didn't really click with. But to end on a positive note on the game, everything you guys said, the battle system, phenomenal. The lack of the grind, the fact that you can just go into each battle and know this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna spend a little time on it. I gotta learn to block and to combo off and to do this, and I'm gonna get enough experience based on the 3 battles that I'm gonna do in this area to maybe gain a level and feel like I can move on to the next kind of area. I think it's paced phenomenally in that sense. Yeah. The little puzzles, environmental stuff, moving things around, using your different way. You get a bunch of different items or abilities later to increase your traversal. And I think what they do with perspective in a 2D space is really cool. Sometimes it threw me off, but it still works really well, and it looks very good. And just generally speaking, it performs at such a high level, and it's a very pretty game. So I didn't love it, I think, in the same way that maybe both Tomas and Mike did, but it's still up there. It's gonna be I feel like we're gonna be talking about it at the end of the year, basically, and I deservedly so. Even if I didn't really jive with where the story went or anything like that. So
it's a little tropey, it's like a love letter to a lot of games.
I like the humor. There's there's some good jokes. There's some good referential stuff to JRPGs and whatnot, and most of that worked for me. But the overarching fate of that world and just that world and stuff was I don't know. I could take it or leave it.
I thought you also felt it was not very intuitive and that the battle system was a little.
I struggled.
Wonky.
I got it. I think it took me longer maybe than it's supposed to or whatever to really understand the battle system. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the turn order was kind of confusing to me sometimes. Why sometimes I felt like I could act twice in a row with a character, and sometimes I couldn't, and stuff like that, and I didn't know what defined that kind of thing. Sometimes seemed
everybody gets a turn.
Yeah, you could do it anyone in any order, but once you use Zale once, you got to use the other at least two more characters to get back to Zale.
Yeah, you got to shift all 3 before you refresh your order. So
it was possible to catch someone at the end of a cycle, and then
Okay.
start of a new cycle. Basically,
So
Yeah,
maybe
like, if you
that's
took
what,
off with
like, because there's not
somebody-
really a counter for
Snake
that
'em.
cycle, right?
Yes.
I mean, like, you have to
not
kinda
really. You
remember.
kind of have to. Yeah, you got to
Okay.
keep that in
You
your
make
head.
the order. Yeah.
Gotcha. See,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what I maybe had
I
trouble
love
with.
that flexibility. To be honest, like, oh man, did I use Sarai yet? Can I kick him?
Right. Yeah. It was tough for me sometimes because I'm like, oh, did I use this character or should I use this character? Will they come back around? That kind of thing. Like, I love the character swap option.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember texting Mike and saying, like, that's one of my favorite parts of Final Fantasy X, which is one of my favorite JRPG like battle systems. One of my favorite JRPGs of all time anyway. And I love that it took that. I wish it also took the turn order, like showing you visually the turn order.
That shit was cool for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was great. And
dig
I
that.
feel like something that was missing for me in this game. But, you know, I don't want to like ding it too hard because the battle system.
$30 game, bro.
Oh no, and the battle system to me was the best part of it as well. So I mean, the boss battles were cool. They were big and epic, and there was a real rhythm to it. When you did get down to the rhythm of like, yeah, knocking someone back with Sarai, like changing their turn order, and then later on you get some cool combos that allow for delayed
Wombo
actions and
combos.
stuff like that. And there's a lot of cool messing with the rhythm of the fight kind of stuff that really
Fun stuff.
feels great when you're doing it. For films, I watched. Kayla wasn't a part of this one. No One Will Save You, and that one, I'm still wrestling with that one. They took some huge swings. There are this was on Netflix. I'm pretty no Hulu.
Hulu.
It's a Hulu original, right? Caitlin Dever stars in this one. She's kind of one of the only human characters in this one. And Mike had mentioned it on an earlier episode. There's very little dialogue in it because she's mostly alone. But it's a weird choice. They've made a ton of choices in this of like very little dialogue, some backstory that maybe doesn't feel needed. But there's also a lot to like. It is generally pretty creepy. I really liked the it's an alien movie if you don't know. It's like an alien abduction horror movie. I liked they take like what's essentially the classic, you know, big head green alien men, and they kind of do some interesting things with like the concept of them, their size and shape and scope, and you know they're not uniform. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. And the ending is a big swing as well. So it's like, do I recommend this movie or not? I don't know. It's like an hour and a half. I don't think it like overstays its welcome or anything else. It could probably be a perfect hour movie because there's some like weird stuff that they maybe didn't need to do. But I don't know if you're looking for like a horror movie. If you liked Nope or anything like that, I feel like it's got some of the same vibes to Nope. It's not as like stylized and as like big budget, but you know, Jordan Peele's Singular, I think. But like it. I will say I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it and would probably recommend it for at least for like horror fans or like if you're into aliens or anything like that. And then Kayla is just about to finish Resident Evil 4 remake.
What?
Tail end of
love
chapter
it.
15 right now, and she's killing it.
It feels
Nice.
good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That game
I've never
does
played it.
Tuned automobile. That's so reliable. It'll never quit on you.
I just
For years and
remember
years.
I was so scared to play. I was like, oh shit, I am going to be so like panicky, but it just feels so good.
Yeah.
It's like,
Feel
oh
like you got a
no,
lot of
okay,
power.
okay. I can do this. All right. I've enjoyed it a lot.
How's that Red 9 treating you?
I love it. I don't even fuck with many of the other weapons at all.
Oh yeah. fuck
Yeah,
other
really.
ammo.
The Red 9's kind of all you need. Really, it's just
Shotgun
I even
fire,
did the
ground control.
extra
Exclusive
power up
upgrade.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
exclusive one.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that
Cannon, baby.
super early, and it kind of just made me plow through the midsection of that game.
I like it. It just
I've,
moves, man. That shit
yeah.
just moves.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well greased machine.
Yeah, it's like the perfect like Michael Bay game.
It very much feels like a Michael Bay video game.
Yeah, I mean, you detonate a nuclear bomb on an asteroid at the end of it. So.
Fuck.
I've finished Separate Ways. I forgot to
Ooh.
mention that.
Oh,
The new
I remember.
update.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go right into it.
The Sadler teleport at you still.
No, I spoiler. It does not. The creepiest part of the original 4 is in the Ada mission because the Sadler fight in that
Holy
is super
shit.
spooky. It's really scary. Like he like charges at you like so fast that it looks like he's
Yep.
like teleporting.
I remember a collective, oh shit. You, myself, and Josh while we were
Yes.
playing that.
And but it feels really good to play as Ada in this game. She's got a little bit more in her toolbox than Leon has, and it is kind of it feels like a scenario B to the game, really.
Oh wow.
Kind of like what RE2 remake had, and all the original kind of Resident Evils. They would have a and B where you just play as the female counterpart, and it kind of feels like that. You know, you're going through this section, but it's daytime now, and you're fighting different enemies here, and
I'm into
a
that.
lot of that. There is new areas, of course, that you're going through, but it is a lot of Ada was here when Leon was there. That
Yeah, whole different kit.
yeah, and it works. There's a couple new weapons, couple new wrinkles in that, but she starts like with a really good pistol already, so I just kind of stuck with that one, and I don't know. Not a ton of variety as far as like the gun, the kid. I still wanted the Stingray. I still want that kind of stuff. Yeah, good boss fights. A lot more Wesker if you're looking for that.
Of course.
In your Resident Evil.
No doubt that's the man behind.
Right, and highly recommend. I think it's only $10.
Damn.
If you really liked, RE4 remake, it's just more of that, and it was another. It was a good. It was a good way to come back to that game because it was kind of way earlier in the year, and to remember, like, man, that is a good game.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Great strategy by them.
Yeah, definitely. Additional to that, we've been watching Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh,
For sure.
The Usher documentary.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, as a huge Poe head, as we call each other. It's
Poe bro.
Poe
bro.
bro. I love it.
Poe boy.
It's great. I think it's especially good for anyone who's like read any Poe or knows like anything about his stories, because it's essentially if you took Succession and put it in a horror like movie, because it's this
Very
family,
much.
and they're really twisting. They're just taking little sprinkles of the stories, the Poe stories, and taking an element and just throwing it in at this family, basically. So it's this rich family in the pharmaceutical industry, and they're just the worst. Like all of the father.
They got secrets.
Right? Yeah.
They got demons.
They do. They're like the people, like the kids from Succession and everything else. So it's literally like if all of those characters got what was coming to them, but in a horror movie.
Fashion.
Yeah. So it's real cool.
What's up, bro?
It essentially is framed as like the father you know very early on his whole family has been wiped out. And he's telling this like
Detective.
I think
The
it's- yeah,
attorney.
district attorney. He's like confessing to him, like, yeah, we've been doing some shady shit with our pharmaceutical company, and here's how all my kids died. And each episode is kind of how one of the kids died, essentially. And yeah, it's been good with 4 episodes in. It's Mike Flanagan, he of like Haunting of Hill House, Bly Manor, and Midnight Mass. And Dr. Sleep, if anyone saw that movie.
I did.
I like that movie.
Director's cut is
It's
really
the
good.
shinning part too.
Yeah, I like that movie. But yeah, Mike Flanagan's kind of the horror dude right now. I mean, I mentioned Jordan Peele earlier, but
He's one of them.
Mike Flanagan's doing the like real traditional horror right now, I feel like. And this is that, I think.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Man, I
It's
want
got
to check
some
because I'm
wicked
not a.
shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm not a Poe bro,
Not a Poe, bro.
but I want to sign up for that Succession profession here.
Ooh,
That
there
has
you
me
go.
very intrigued. Little sidebar. I know you guys were watching Succession. Have you guys finished it? Did you guys stop?
We're gonna finish it, right?
It's there.
It's there.
Yeah, we're
No
gonna
offense.
finish it. We're gonna finish it, but it was
Oh,
spooky
man,
season, so
if-
spooky stuff took over.
If you're not propelled to finish that, I don't know. I guess you're not on.
I'm propelled to finish this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
It feels very much like Mike Flanagan watched Succession, loved it, and was like, "What if
Okay.
I could put this in a horror movie?" Or well, it's a show, but yeah, like
Yeah,
That's super cool.
and I don't think the Poe influence is as dripping as that would turn you off.
no.
That's good to hear as well.
It's subtle.
It's a lot of the names. Like an example is the company that they own is called Fortunato Pharmaceuticals, which like Fortunato's a character in the Cast of Amontillado. Like it's
He knows that.
they're
I
just
don't know that.
using, Like
Okay.
name all the kids are named after various like Poe characters and stuff.
Stephen King, Castle Rock.
It's very much that. I don't think you like need to have really read any Poe. You'll get a little more. You'll be like, okay, they're nodding at that. Like, okay, cool. Like, that's fine.
Okay.
Was that it, Kayla? I think that was our whole kind of. We've been trying to do the spooky stuff.
Mhm.
Blew through
Spooky dookie.
Castlevania. We mentioned that. So, how about you,
That's
Tomas? What you been up to, man?
No spooky dookies over here. We don't do spooky in my house.
That's fair.
Let's see. I mean, I beat Sea of Stars also. I beat it a long time ago. My schedule.
Yeah, me too.
My schedule demands that, like, if I don't plow through it, then I'm probably never gonna get around to it. So, and I really wanted to get the most I could out of that game, and I think I did. I enjoyed. I kind of agree with Eric. Story is probably the most lacking part of it, but you know, everything else kept me pretty enraptured when I was playing it. I understood what the game was doing, the mission it signed up for, and I think it succeeded pretty well. Other than that, new games wise, so I caved. I bought Disgaea 7. So
Whoa.
Shit.
You're the one. Cool.
I'm the one. I'm enjoying it. It's a Disgaea game. But boy, you know, I talked about how much I loved not grinding.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You're in like hour 400, 500. Where you at?
Yeah, where you at? Level
There's
2?
like, okay, so this guy has got this this perfect amount of like grind where I feel like I'm getting enough out of it. It hits the dopamine just right. Like it keeps the drip at like it's a nice steady drip. And
Right. This guy is a tactics RPG, which is really focused on leveling up characters and items still, right? And I'm sure they've added
hell yeah. And
multiple
I-
layers upon layers of all of that since this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
had 3 the
It's
last one I
like-
played.
Yep. It's a beautiful layer cake that I love digging a spoon into. And
Right.
boy, can I shut off my brain while I'm doing it all too. So I got MASH on in the background. playing this guy at 7. Hawkeye's doing something. And I'm grinding, baby.
Complete side note, but is Tomas the only person on the planet who is in that exact situation? Like, playing Disgaea 7 with MASH on in the background. That is
He's
not
one
a
of one.
combo.
One of one.
Anyone else on the planet, 8 billion people are not doing that.
Bro, like, I'm just in this weird state of my mid-50s where, like, it just does it for me, you know?
Hey, man.
Hey, it gets that spot.
Go off.
I work 5 days a week, I pay my bills, and I grind, baby.
I deserve my match.
I've been on that Sigma grind mentality over here.
Oh.
And that aside, I've watched like 2 episodes of Castlevania. I'm not crazy about the animation style and, you know, lagginess, but I love Old Rock, the drip. That opening for the first episode was like, all right, you know, I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, it's hard to top where the last series ended.
It is.
But I'm being reasonable. I'm going to give them time.
Zahn McLaren is Big's name. If anyone knows
Wow.
the actor. Yeah.
Wow.
It's no Dallas
Zahn
Gold.
McLaren?
Wow. William Knifeman. But we did finish that, by the way. We finished Res Dogs.
Yeah.
Res Dogs.
Emotional season. I enjoyed it. Great coming of age story. Just good. Enjoyed it a lot. Finished What We Do in the Shadows current season. Started Only Murders in the Building. Kind of fell off on that. I don't know. May get back into it eventually. You know, before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And, the movies. Have I seen any movies? Movies is like definitely always my worst category when it comes to this shit.
Well, you rewatched Mr. Malcolm's List, right?
Malcolm's List. I mean, it's gonna be my end of the year list still.
I want to make that canon. Every year you vote for Mr. Malcolm's List as
It's gonna win one year.
it's top 5.
One of these years, he's
Gladiator.
Swear to God, like I saw something. God, when did we go to the movies for? Oh yeah, well, no. God, see, that's how long it's been since we've done one of these. Like, I'm still thinking about Ninja Turtles. Still thinking about Ninja Turtles.
Hey, we could spend all the time you want about Ninja Turtles.
I almost bought a Raff coffee cup the other day. I was probably gonna mail it to Ray. But then I got distracted by all the other things at Kohl's.
Classic.
That's how they get you.
The classic combination: Disgaea 7, MASH, and Kohl's.
This is last tidbit. Because I got to get something anime in. So Jackie's been wondering about all the Dragon Ball Z memes as we scroll through the night, just to kind of, it's like wanting to better understand meme culture and also part of my childhood.
Big
So
mistake.
we tried it. We tried Dragon Ball Z at one point.
Oh no!
Old school Dragon Ball Z. However many episodes.
Not Kai.
Well,
Oh my God.
Multiple hundreds. So, but now we're trying it with Kai. So,
Oh, okay.
and we're fighting Frieza now. She absolutely hates Frieza, especially after Dende got blown up. That was like, there's no coming back from that. But the way Kai's pacing, I say we're probably about 2 episodes away from Super Saiyan pop off. So,
Nice.
yeah, and yeah. Now she can stop asking me who's that whenever she sees a blonde person on a t-shirt at Hot Topic. So.
What's everyone's temperature on the new Dragon Ball? Daima, right?
What?
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Oh
They,
God.
become
Oh
children.
God. Oh God.
It's
I guess
Dragon Ball babies.
I'm mildly intrigued about a baby Vegeta show.
Yes!
A little bit.
We've got baby Vegeta. We have him.
Yeah.
We already had baby Vegeta.
But now we've got him
got a
at
baby
home,
canon.
you know? Now we've got him at home.
GT's canon. Vegeta Jr. is canon. I don't know.
Junior Junior is now canon.
I don't know. There better be a hilarious reason, not a great reason. It better be the funniest reason I've ever heard in my life for them to do Looney Tunes babies but Dragon Ball.
I don't know, man.
Sounds hot to me. Like it would be a seller.
Seems like everybody's
it's gonna
just...
sell so much toys. It's gonna sell so many toys. What are you talking about?
I want some of those toys.
Yeah, I know you do.
A seller.
And that's why we're part of the problem, Mike.
The smaller the better for Mike when it comes to
Yes.
toys.
Yes, I want little babies.
Oh, good stuff.
I don't know. I perpetually shit on Super whenever anywhere and I see it. I'm just... Jackie's like, oh,
movies
you
are
want...
cool.
Yeah, they're all right. They were a fun experience, but yeah. Jackie's like, "Oh, do you want that shirt?" I'm like, "No, it's Super. That's shit." Just walk away. So, I'm spreading the gospel, baby. Let's go.
Oh man.
Well, that's pretty much me. No movies.
How about you, D? wrap up this wonderful segment.
You guys kind of like hit a bunch of stuff that I've been interested in already. The only thing I'll say is it was right after we did that first episode of the pre-bracket of nonsense. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to defend this pick for Ryan because he's never on. So I rewatched season 1 of Vinland Saga and watched
You
season
gotta watch
2. It is so good. It's
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
so good. It hits so many great beats. The season to season difference is outstanding because it's just a fully like one of the best character arcs I have seen in media in a while.
Ooh.
I mean, that's what Ryan said. So, I mean, you're kind of echoing. It must be
Trust
true, I
Ryan,
guess.
but I'll trust you finally. All right.
And I'll ask you the same question I asked Ryan. D. Sub or dub?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, good.
I like that. Just watch it. Got it.
I'm
Yes,
a dub
just
guy at my anime, so.
I was watching on Netflix, so it immediately defaulted to my normal thing, which is I just have it on subs with subtitle. I subtitle everything, but it was on subs, and I was like, like they're Vikings and stuff. This is weird that they're speaking Japanese. Let me switch and see. And the dub is phenomenal too. The only addendum I think I would have for echoing Ryan's pick for Thorfinn, even though it's a great pick, is there's antagonist in there that I wish I would have nominated for the bracket of nonsense because
I love antagonists.
He's something. He is a thing. He is a force, but I think it'd be easy to talk about him through Thorfinn because he's an important part of his character arc. So
Nice.
but that was Sea of Stars. I think I watched the first episode of What We Do in the Shadows because you guys were talking about it so much. That was really good. I'm really excited to watch some more of that.
Like first episode?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, you're in for a ride.
I'd love to restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, and then I finally got a chance to start Ahsoka.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
Some highs and some lows in that one for me, but
That's what I hear.
I hope you love it.
I'm excited. That first episode I was like, okay, this is his style. This is what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what the other directors' styles are like in the show. So
What was that? It was episode 5, Kayla, that I loved. I think it was episode 5, maybe. There was an episode in Ahsoka that I don't know. It's gonna come up at the end of the year, I think. Yeah, there's a real cool. like I said, there's some real highs in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So it's
Talking
nice.
about The Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yes. Yeah. They just redid the Empire Strikes Back. The whole thing.
And because it is my sworn duty as the resident anime head, Spy Family is back. It's the feel-good family show of the last year. It's back. It's crazy. It's wonky. Go watch it.
Cool.
Heard good things.
Sponsor us, Crunchyroll.
Oh, good stuff. On to the main event then.
Let the games begin.
Yes.
The games
what we're here
begin.
for.
Would you like to play a game?
So this is probably the section of this where if you were listening to the audio and you want the video component, this is the perfect time. Go out to YouTube and
Tune
check
in
it
now.
out. It's the legally distinct quiz show game of terror. So, legally distinct quiz show game of terror. Once again, the three contestants are D, Mike, and Tomas. The categories in round one are A24 vibes. So there will be 4 vibes on the screen, and you got to pick which A24 film these vibes are from. Scary Kids Scaring Kids, a band I like, but this is all about scary kids in films and TV and video games. Heroes of Horror, these are protagonists, heroes from horror media. Bomboween. So this is very similar to how we play Bomb on this podcast. There will be one missing in the bomb chain. It could be a character, or like it could be an actor. It could be a movie. So you either pick, you pick the missing one. You'll get
All right.
4 things on your screen with
That's slick.
Quoth the Raven, Po.
Boo.
These are just quotes. These are horror quotes here, and the king of horror being Stephen King. This is a Stephen King category there.
Can make a whole board out of that.
So, in the randomizer, the last voyage of the Demetrius came up, and he gets to go first instead of last.
I'm never first.
Never. But you always win, so.
Not always. Which is annoying.
Category and amount, Demetrius.
Let's do, Scary Kids Scaring Kids for 100.
Nice.
Yeah, started off nice.
Would you kindly rescue or harvest these tiny terrors? Say your name to buzz in.
Tomas?
Tomas.
Little sisters?
In the form of
what
question,
are
please.
little sisters?
Yeah,
Keep going,
Tomas is
Tomas.
correct.
Man.
Well, that's the only one I'm getting, guys, so.
What are little sisters? Tomas is on the board with 100 and has control of the board.
Coincidentally, that is a song name too, isn't it? Fucking.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to take Heroes for 3. Yo.
Ooh, fun. Heroes of Horror for 300.
Nougaty Center.
Elite Special Forces Division under the jurisdiction of the Raccoon Police Department.
Mike.
Tomas.
What is Stars?
What is Stars? Correct.
Dang.
For 300.
Dang.
Very nice.
Mr. Kennedy.
Tomas up to 400 and control of the board.
Let's keep it running. Let's go Heroes 100. If that one's easy, then I can get this one too.
Heroes of Horror 100. This family has been whipping creatures of the night for generations.
Mike.
Mike.
God dang.
Who are the Belmonts?
Who are the Belmonts? Correct.
Damn.
Belmont clan, specifically. Very nice. Mike,
Well, you
on
gotta
the
climb
board.
a clan, bro.
That's what look on Wikipedia, all right?
I need those vibes. A24 vibes for 100. Sweet.
A24 vibes for 100.
Please.
English countryside, the patriarchy, Rory Kinnear.
Mike.
Mike.
What is men?
What is men?
Men
For
Fender.
100.
Men fenders.
The men vendors.
Very nice.
Men fenders, men symbol.
Oh, he did it! Oh, Demetrius on point.
I
Very
get
nice
it.
with the
Okay,
soundboard.
let me make sure I clicked my buttons.
Beautiful.
You gotta say correct, remember?
I'm sorry, I do have to say correct. You're correct.
You made me lose my men fender shout.
Let's stick with the vibes. 200, please.
824 vibes for 200.
Oh my god.
Colorless, isolation, claustrophobia, flatulence. Colorless, isolation, claustrophobia, flatulence.
Mike?
Mike's in. Mike's in.
What is Swiss Army Man?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Incorrect. Any other guesses before we reveal?
Nah.
No guesses. What is the lighthouse?
Oh,
Is the lighthouse?
Damn it.
You
I
guys
like
and
You
your,
still have control of the board.
your weird art
All right,
films.
I don't want the vibes. No more.
No, we're not vibing. We're not vibing.
Bombaween, 100, please.
Bombaween
Ooh, yeah. Confusing categories.
For 100.
for 100. Bill Hader, It Chapter 2, blank, Barbarian. Bill Hader, It Chapter 2,
Mike.
blank, Mike.
Who is Bill Skarsgård?
Who is Bill Skarsgård? Correct. Both in Barbarian and It Chapter 2, if you guys understand now.
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
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 He was in the HBO 2-part series. It.
yeah, the one in 94 or whatever. Mike, you have control of the board.
Bomb with the bomb to bang. Let's 200, please.
200, Bombaween. Brendan Gleeson, 28 Days Later, blank, A Quiet Place Part 2.
Mike.
Mike,
Who is Cillian Murphy?
who is
Cillian.
Cillian Murphy, correct.
I'm going to have to call technicality on that. Cillian Murphy. Or...
Cillian.
That's silly.
Mike, control of the board.
King of Horror, 100, please.
King of Horror for 100.
Mm.
The Shining and other King works are regularly referenced on the Halloween specials known as the Treehouse of Horror from this show. Tomas.
The Simpsons.
The
What are the
Simpsons,
Simpsons?
correct.
Or what is the Simpsons?
Yeah, I didn't duck you.
He did it.
You fixed it.
I fixed it good.
Tomas
I
up to
must have fixed
500 and control of the board.
Let's keep rolling, King. Number 2.
King of Horror. Stephen King cameos in this film about curses and toxic fandom and baseball, co-starring a modern scream queen.
Mm.
I don't have it.
What
Yeah, I
is
didn't know.
Fever Pitch? What is Fever Pitch? I had to
wow.
put Fever Pitch into this game.
Wow, that's definitely an Eric.
Stephen King cameos in Fever Pitch. He's a huge Boston Red Sox fan.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Mike has control of the board.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
Oh,
let's,
Tomas has control of the board.
No, I have it.
Let's run the category back. 300.
All right. King of Horror, 300. A key falling off of his typewriter was the inspiration for this book that was
Tomas.
turned into a movie. Tomas.
Misery. What is misery?
The M key. That is correct. What is Misery?
It's like the only horror film Jackie likes.
Good one.
400. Let's keep
King
going.
of Horror, 400.
Racking up the king.
Global pandemic story that has been adapted into a TV series twice.
Global pandemic.
What is The Stand?
Oh,
What is
yeah.
The Stand. It's had 2
Twice?
TV adaptations. I didn't
Wow.
one fairly recently. Didn't realize.
Fuck it. Let's
Had like
close
2
it down. 500, baby.
500. King of Horror. Stephen King's first published novel, first film adaptation, and highest Rotten Tomatoes score.
Mike.
Mike.
God.
What is The Shining?
Incorrect.
Oh.
God. I forget what. It's not the same name as the book.
Any final guesses?
No, I'll hate myself if I get it wrong.
What is Carrie?
Oh, yeah. You know, I just fucking.
Wow.
Hit that
I just
negative on Mike.
On Mike.
On Mike.
Yeah, I guess.
I
Carrie,
listen
yeah,
to a lot
Brian
of like
De Palma's
timeline
Carrie.
videos and stuff. And I've been listening to like horror timelines, and I literally just listened to that like 2 days ago. So
Yeah, Carrie's good. Carrie's good. I like De Palma a lot.
yeah.
Tomas, you still have command of the board.
Let's go Heroes 200.
Heroes of Horror 200. First name of a titular zombie-killing London slacker.
Mike.
Mike.
What is Sean?
What is Shaun of Shaun of the Dead fame? Correct.
Hey, look who's back in the
He's back. Back to even.
back in the saddle.
I'm ready now. Let's do.
Oh, he's revving. We got King out of the way. He's good.
Let's do these bombs so I can have the lead again. Bomb 300, please.
Bombaween 300. Insidious. Patrick Wilson. Blank. Vera Farmiga.
Mike.
Mike.
What is The Conjuring?
What is The Conjuring? That is correct.
And double
Oh, yeah.
spookies there.
What does a Megadeth song got to do about
What is The Conjuring?
it? You know.
Bomb 400.
Bomb 400. Daniel Kaluuya. Get Out. Blank. Haunted Mansion. Daniel Kaluuya. Get Out. Blank. Haunted Mansion.
Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Ooh.
I'm gonna Lakeith. Who is Lakeith Stanfield?
Correct. Who is Lakeith
Wow,
Stanfield in both Get Out and Haunted
I was like,
Mansion?
man, there's no one else. Oh, Lakeith. That's the only
I was like, is it Disney?
Disney.
Bomb for 5, please.
Finishing the category, Bombaween.
Boo.
Last Night in Soho, Thomason Mackenzie, Blank, M. Night Shyamalan.
Mike.
Mike.
What is old?
What is old? Correct.
All right, let's get that category out of here.
Murdered Bombaween, everyone. And took the lead with 1,200. Tomas with 8, and D just biding his time.
Let's get him on the board, baby. Let's get D some points.
Quoth the Raven for 100, please.
Both the Raven, 100.
This is D's category. I can feel it.
When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
And
It's on the tongue.
oh, I have a guess, but I don't want to do it.
What is The Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, my
I thought it
God.
was, and I'm like, is that from something
Fireflies.
else though? Yeah.
Ooh.
S-
That's not even that
200.
good a game anyways.
Quoth the Raven, 200. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Mike.
Mike.
What is Scream?
What is Scream?
Ooh.
Damn it.
Correct.
I should have said my name.
Say my
Now
name.
get in there, D. I thought you were gonna have to name a person though.
Say it
Yeah,
loud.
that's what I was thinking
Amy
about. I
Kennedy.
was like, that's from Scream, but is it the person?
Is it Billy Loomis?
Quoth the 300, please.
Ooh, there he goes.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Mike.
Mike.
What is Hellraiser?
Correct. What is
Ooh.
Hellraiser?
Okay.
Man.
Like, man, that's some pinhead ass shit to say to
That's some
somebody.
pinhead-ass shit.
We have such sights to show you.
Let's go across back to Scary Kids, Scaring Kids.
Ooh,
For
there we go.
200, please.
Scary kids, scaring kids for 200.
200. If only there had been some omens to know this kid was the Antichrist.
Awesome.
Mike.
I think Tomas.
Yes.
Do I name? Oh wait, The Omen is the movie. What is Damien? Or
Who
who's
is?
Damien?
But yes, yeah, he
Whatever.
got it. Correct. Who
He is a what, right?
It said put it in the form of a question, not a correct.
You are correct. Yes.
What is
Tomas
is
in
Damien?
control of the board.
The Antichrist.
What is it? Let's go 300. Boom.
300. Scary kids.
Scary kids. I gotta remember what the category is.
Samara Morgan has an unfortunate experience with a well in this film series.
Mike?
Mike.
What is The Ring?
Correct. What is
Ringo.
Ringu. We watched that recently. Still
Ooh.
very
Oh,
spooky.
Still spooky?
Still spooky. Still spooky.
Even though VHS is a dead medium.
Haunting medium.
Carrier. Even
Yeah.
scarier.
Still spooky. Still spooky. Scary Kids 400.
Hell yeah.
It's 400. It's easy to confuse this possessed child with the 1980s American president of the same name.
Mike.
Mike.
Who is Reagan?
Who is Reagan? From The Exorcist.
Right.
The awful American president. Mike.
Let's finish
Reagan
off the
smash.
Spooky Kids.
Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, 500. Premiered on October 25th, 1991 as a Halloween special on Nickelodeon.
Mike.
Mike,
What is Are You Afraid of the Dark?
what is Are You Afraid of the Dark? That is
Question
correct.
within a question, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
And that's our daily double. It's not. Well, you have finished the category, Mike.
I think,
so.
my vibes were down earlier. I was in the neg.
No, it's up there still down. Drop
But
some of them
let's go
points.
back. Let's see if we can get a couple vibes here.
A 24 vibes for 300? For 300. The 1970s, the elderly, farmland, pornography.
Mike?
Mike,
What is The Visit?
incorrect.
Oh,
Yes. Try again, Mike.
All right.
I don't think you can.
Yeah. I don't watch enough. I've probably seen this movie, but
What is X?
oh, duh. Okay, damn it.
Did you hit
I
the
didn't-
negative on Mike?
I did.
Okay. Hit it again.
Yeah, he's down. I've been watching them points.
Mike, you still have command of the board and a commanding lead.
We could be heroes for one more category.
400.
Yes, please.
After dying in the previous film, she was resurrected for the 4th entry in the franchise. Tomas.
What is Alien?
We're looking for the character.
Fucking Ripley?
In the form of a question.
Who is Ripley? God damn it.
Tomas eventually got there. Who is
Ellen
Ellen Ripley? Oh, yes.
Good job, buddy.
It's not 3, but it's the other one that's much worse than 3.
Damn.
I like that one. It's got a really good cast. All right.
It's really fucking weird. She has sex with an alien. It's kind of
Oh, yeah.
a little gross. I remember too much about that movie. Heroes, 500. Kill it.
A group of female spelunkers take on subterranean crawlers in this 2006 film.
Mike,
Mike.
what is The Descent?
Correct. What is The Descent?
Mike, would you say The Descent was pretty decent?
Yeah,
I like that movie.
that would. Vibes.
We're not vibing with the vibes, bro.
For 400. Paranoia, Gen Z, Blackout, Fun in Games.
This sounds like my college experience.
I guess, but I'm like, I keep thinking things are like Blumhouse or. Man, I don't know.
What is Bodies?
I got big lungs.
Oh man,
I almost put Big Lungs as one of the vibes, but I couldn't do it.
that would have got me there.
Yeah.
Closing it out.
Yeah.
500.
Get
824
out of here.
vibes.
You
Here we
guys
go.
love this studio.
Anton Yelchin, neo-Nazis, punk rock, Patrick Stewart.
Mike,
Mike,
what is the green room?
what is Green Room? Correct.
See, you kind of like balance yourself out there. What is the Green Knight?
Both the Raven, 5.
Oh, he's going 500.
Wow, it's going out of order.
Whoa.
Do I have your attention, boy? You're about to see something wonderful.
Whew.
That sounds really familiar.
I don't
I'm
know.
going to kick myself.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in the form of a question. Imagine I said it in the form of a question. Quote the Raven for 400.
Do it.
It's going to be PP Pants City in here real soon.
Great quote.
It's a wonderful quote.
Pretty sure I've heard you say this several times, Eric.
I don't know, man.
I don't either.
Oh my god.
This is Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah, of course
yeah.
it is.
Oh,
It's not
good.
I guess
Oh my god.
So at the end of round one, we have D biding his time, Mike with 3,600, and Tomas with 1,400. It's about to be double legally distinct quiz show game, so it's anyone's game. The prizes are doubled, and Kayla's going to bring it up in just a moment.
D doesn't wake up for anything less than double.
He
So
doesn't. He doesn't.
He's ready to pounce.
Yeah, I'm really just
Ready to
trying to
come out
stay in the
swinging.
positive this time.
It's okay, DM. This has got to be a personal best for me, but
Do you see it?
I had to close
Oh,
the stream.
I should close the old one now and
Yeah.
then.
close and
Start
open.
the stream,
What
maybe.
All right.
do I do? Where is it at?
Didn't pop up for me, but
I
maybe
got
got
nothing.
nothing.
Okay, maybe I need to do something else here.
Do.
That comes later.
Boop. Boop.
Oh, man. Day 24 vibes. I had a lot of fun creating this, by the way.
Yeah, I can
Very
tell.
nice. Very nice.
There we
category.
are. Double legally distinct quiz
Ooh,
show
okay.
game of terror. The
Get all those
prizes
things.
are double, and the new categories are classic terror taglines. So these are movie or show taglines. I think it's all classic movies, if I remember. Modern terror taglines. It's the same thing, but more modern. 3 from hell. So we're going to have 3 items there, and they will lead you to an answer. Shocking
Hell.
sequels. These are all sequels. Metacritic Massacre. So we are going to guess the larger Metacritic score between 2
Oh,
items.
the larger. Okay.
And Adaptation Abomination. These are all adaptations of various works.
I have a recommendation for another one, like in the future.
Ooh.
Just do like a UA Bowls like category called Raging Bowls.
I love the- I think I did like a UA Bowl. I think I don't know. I've definitely had UA Bowl on
I think we did.
The legally distinct. But D, you get to start it off this round.
Oh yeah.
Do shocking sequels for 200.
Shocking
Hell
sequels
yeah.
200.
A Modest Man.
Jaws. How many sequels does Jaws have? I should have.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I was like, is it for real?
So how many sequels or how many are in the franchise?
How many are in the franchise?
Okay, Mike.
Holy shit.
Mike.
What is 4?
What is 4 correct?
Sick.
Jaws.
Jaws
Jaws 2.
3D.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws
and
3D.
Jaws
Hell
The
yeah.
Revenge.
Can we do modern taglines for 2, please?
Ooh.
Modern terror taglines for 200.
Let's get it.
Winner kills all.
Define modern.
Would this be modern? Yeah. I'll take a stab at it, Mike.
Mike.
What is Battle Royale?
That's what I was thinking.
Incorrect.
Okay.
I like the way you think, Mike.
Thank you.
Time.
Oh, I know what it
Demetrius.
is. Dang it. Get it, D.
Demetrius.
Demetrius. What is the purge?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Oh, it's that Freddy versus Jason, ain't it?
Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Fuck that.
What is Freddy versus
God
Jason?
damn it.
Let's do adaptation Abomination for 200, please.
Oof.
This horror franchise has been adapted to video games over 20 times, the first time in 1982 on the Atari 2600.
Wow.
Only be a couple things.
Brr, brr. What is Alien?
Really?
Yeah.
It's an
Oh,
Atari
I didn't know it was
2600
Atari.
Alien game.
There's like 3 things it could have been.
Yeah.
I was like, there's not that many Texas Chainsaw Massacre games.
Is it Dracula?
I was thinking Dracula too.
Big bad drag, baby.
Let's adapt for 400, please.
Hell,
We'll get this one. We'll get it.
we're gonna get into the groove.
Subtitled Slash and Dash, an iOS game adapted from this 80s series, sees you slashing and dashing around the good guys factory.
Mike, what is Child's Play?
What is Child's Play or Chucky? Oh, correct.
Okay, he's good though.
Good
You give
guys,
the correct title.
Adapt for 600.
I mean, you mind for these.
A game adapted from a movie about playing games.
Huh.
A game adapted from a movie about playing games.
Eager to see what this one is, though.
Same here.
That is, what is Saw, the video game?
Oh my god.
Got Chivos from that one. That was in my achievement day.
Was that an easy
Yeah.
1,000? Another Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We'll do adapt for 8. It was not an easy 1,000. It was a pain in the butt kind of 1,000.
John
Sorry.
Carpenter has a cameo in this video game that came out 20 years after the movie it was based on.
Mike, what is The Thing?
What is The Thing? Correct.
PS2, baby. My first introduction to that world was that game.
It's funny. I've heard it's good. I've never played.
It is hard. Adapt for a stack.
Let's go.
All right, 1,000.
This is
Finish
the one.
category. This asymmetrical multiplayer game allows you to play as characters from Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street, Saw, Scream, Evil Dead, Stranger Things, and Silent Hill.
Demetrius. What is Dead by Daylight?
What? That is correct. What is Dead by Daylight? 1,000 for D. Right back in it. And control of the board.
Classic terror taglines 200.
Hell yeah.
Terror taglines, 200. Sleep all day, party all night, never grow old, never die. It's fun to be a vampire. Tomas.
What are the Lost Boys?
What is the Lost Boys? But yes, yeah, correct.
Man, that was,
Okay.
For 200.
I was thinking Buffy, the original Buffy.
Yeah, I was thinking a different thing too.
there's a couple of campy vampire things out there that could fit into. Let's up with taglines. Number 4. We're running the board, baby.
If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all.
Mike,
What
is Nightmare on Elm Street?
Which one?
1.
What is A Nightmare on Elm Street? Correct.
Oh, you forgot the A. We're gonna have to.
He did, yeah. Give him only half points.
Dog points.
I don't need points for the rest of the game.
Damn.
Get right answer.
I've seen double Jeopardy multiple times.
I'm dead. We'll see if that happens today. It's anybody's game, motherfucker.
You're not bet them all. Baby bet, bitch.
Classic terror for 6, please.
Classic for 6. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Mike.
Mike.
What is Night of the Living Dead?
Incorrect.
Oh,
Darn.
fuck.
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
What is Day of the Dead?
Incorrect.
You ain't getting it from me, fam. So.
Freddy versus Jason.
You guys were both incredibly close. It's Dawn of the Dead,
dang.
the second in the film series. Yes, very close, guys.
Dancing around Romero movies.
Yes.
800, please, for classic.
Who will survive, and what will be left of them?
Who will survive?
And what will be left of them?
Mike.
Mike.
What is Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Incorrect.
All right. Keep that going.
Any final guesses?
You
All right.
still don't need points.
What is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
That makes
It
sense.
had to come up somewhere. Is that the Atari game?
Classic taglines for 1,000.
1,000.
We know our stuff.
Herbert West has a very good head on his shoulders and another one in a dish on his desk.
Oh.
I'm digging deep for these.
No idea. Freddy versus Jason, guys? You thinking?
My
Herbert,
cousin?
what is Reanimator? Herbert West, the Reanimator.
Never seen that one.
Lovecraft tale.
Yeah.
I saw that way too young.
Eric does love Lovecraftian horrors.
Yes.
Medic for 200, please.
Hell
Metacritic
yeah.
Massacre 200. BioShock versus The Last of Us Remastered. Which has the highest Metacritic?
Mike.
Mike.
What is Bioshock?
BioShock is correct with a 96 over The Last of Us Remastered
Wow.
at 95. Very
Yeah,
good.
fuck that remaster. Fuck that third version of that game.
Well, if I screw one of these up, you guys gotta.
Hell yeah.
You guys got a good shot of
Lightning rat.
getting the right answer. Metacritic for 4, please.
I love the idea that one of you is going to say the same thing
Yeah.
twice. The Conjuring versus The Ring.
Demetrius.
Okay.
Demetrius.
Damn.
What is the ring?
Incorrect.
Tomas.
Tomas.
Conjuring.
What is The Conjuring at 68 versus The Ring's 57 Metascore?
I'm really good at this game.
Tomas with control of the board.
Fuck it, let's keep running it, baby. 600.
Metacritic Massacre. Saw versus Paranormal Activity.
What
Tomas.
it saw.
Incorrect. Mike.
What is SAR normal activity? What is paranormal activity?
All right, I'll give it to him. 68 paranormal activity versus Saw's 46.
He said paranorman.
Yes.
Paranorman?
That is a 100 Metascore. No, we're good.
Woo. All right, let's get this guy going.
Yeah.
Metacritic Massacre.
Let's do 8. Meta
800.
for 8.
All right. Castlevania Symphony of the Night versus Resident Evil 4.
Mike.
Demetrius.
Mike.
What is RE4?
RE4 is correct with a 96.
Scooped it.
89 for Symphony.
That's a sad 89, bro.
They should
What are
both
the- how
be
many?
97s.
I agree. I agree.
Metaphor 1,000.
The Witch versus the Babadook.
Mike.
Mike.
The Vitchy woman.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Tomas.
Duke.
What is the Babadook?
That
For
is
86.
stupid.
The Witch has an 80.
Wait. Can we just acknowledge that you didn't even put in the form of a question?
I said, what is the Babadook?
What is
I'm
Baba?
talking about Mike. I'm talking about Mike.
Oh,
What is a bitchy woman?
Oh, good stuff.
Desperado.
This is going as well as I thought.
All right. Well, we meted.
These pretzels are making me thirsty again.
Back in the non-meta.
Oh fuck. Let's go modern terror taglines.
Modern terror taglines.
400.
400.
Let's just run the board.
It doesn't think. It doesn't feel. It doesn't give up. Doesn't think. It doesn't feel. It doesn't give up.
Is that him?
Mike.
Mike.
What is It Follows?
It follows.
Ah.
Correct.
So it doesn't do those three things,
But it follows.
it does follow.
It does follow.
I see what they're doing there.
Do be following.
Modern for 6, please.
This house looked like an easy target until they found what was inside.
What's that movie called?
That is incorrect.
That's what I would like to know.
I know what it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's got the Avatar man, the bad man from the
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
What is the last house on the left?
Oh, incorrect.
Okay, cool.
Avatar man in it.
It's got that
What
blind
is
Avatar.
the Avatar man?
Avatar man.
Oh, Mike is correct in a sense. It does have the Avatar man. It is what is Don't Breathe.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Because
Don't
he's
breathe.
basically the
Hear you
daredevil
breathe.
of horror. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard house and I thought Goonies. So there's treasure under that house.
Tomas, I believe you have command of the board.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't answer that.
You know, who knows?
I think it was Mike, but all right. Keep going. 800.
800 modern terror
I
tag.
passed it to you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
She's evil, and not just high school evil.
Where are you getting these, man?
I spent a lot of time on IMDb, baby.
Who comes up with this stuff?
Ooh, that's a cool.
I don't know. Spooky in high school.
Demetrius.
No, Demetrius.
What is Jennifer's body?
That is correct.
Oh,
What is
nice.
Jennifer's
Yeah, there we
body.
go.
Very nice.
I was like, high school, the faculty. Nope.
Demetrius, you have command of the board.
Is that what 1,000 is? What is guaranteed to jack you up, baby? Please tell me that's what it is.
Let's go ahead and close it out. Modern terror taglines. Doing it for Tomas.
1,000 modern terror taglines. Even nice people can go to hell.
Oh, that ain't that movie.
Even nice people can go to hell.
Ooh.
What is Drag Me to Hell? Sam
Oh,
Raimi's Drag
yeah.
Me to Hell.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Fun movie. Not a good movie.
No.
Sam Raimi doesn't make good movies.
Do,
Dean, you still have the command of the
Yeah, 3 from hell. 200.
3 from Hell. 3 from Jordan Peele.
Name 3 of his movies?
Mhm.
Mike,
Mike.
what is Get Out? What is Us? What is Nope?
Nope.
That is correct.
Yeah.
You also have Candyman, The Twilight
yeah.
Zone, Lovecraft Country, and Wendell and Wild. He has production credits on all of those as
If
well.
I would have
wow.
said, what is Mad TV? Like, what
I was
is...
about to say.
It's got to be horror. Jason. The-
I mean,
The last
depending on
couple
what
of
episode.
seasons of Mad
Yeah,
TV were
pretty rough.
pretty horrible.
I said horror, not horrible. There is a distinction.
Shocking sequels. Shocking sequels for 400.
Blah, 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 blah.
How many in the Evil Dead franchise?
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
What is 6?
Incorrect.
Are we counting shows?
Mike,
I'm only counting films.
Uh,
What is 5?
What is 5? Correct.
God damn it.
Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, and Evil Dead Rises.
Ran out of ideas there, huh?
They're evil, Tomas, and they're dead. Okay.
I
Let's
guess.
do
Fuck.
3 from Hell for 4.
3 for him. That's very confusing.
Yep.
Mike Flanagan, we talked about him earlier.
Mike,
Mike.
what is Dr. Sleep? What is Midnight Mass? What is Haunting of Hill House?
Those all fit. There's a big list coming.
Oh.
The Fall of the House of Usher, The Midnight Club, Midnight Mass,
sure.
Haunting of Bly Manor, Dr. Sleep, Haunting of Hill House, Gerald's Game, Ouija, Origin of Evil, Before I Wake, Hush, and Oculus.
Damn.
Modern marvel of horror, Mike Flanagan.
He's got the Oculus Rift.
Yes.
Damn.
Let's go back over to shocking sequels.
How many in the Final Destination franchise?
Man, I can't count that high. Man.
I know the last one in this category has got to be Saw. Fucking- There's a lot of them movies.
I don't know, because it's like 8 or something. Pretty high.
There's a bit. This
I
series
got
is
nothing
like
to lose. Demetrius.
Demetrius.
What is 9?
Incorrect.
I don't think it's quite at Fast and Furious levels of sequels, but
I think you
It's
guys
up
are gonna be
there.
surprised.
7.
What is 5? There are 5 Final
That's
Destination
it?
films.
I thought it was way more.
Alright.
Ironically, the 4th one is called The Final Destination, but there's a 5th as well, so
Right.
it was not the
2 final, 2 destination. All right.
Yep.
I think
That's
it's
that one.
3 from Hell for 6.
3 for 6.
Jesus Christ.
Ari Aster.
Mike,
Mike.
what is Hereditary the Goat? What is Midsommar? And what is Beau is Afraid?
Correct. The only 3.
Wow.
Okay, sick.
That's why it's harder.
Shocker for 8. Ouch.
No, man, we're talking about Spider-Man villain.
Lake Placid. How many in the Lake Placid film franchise?
I forgot about that franchise.
Man, can I look up Oliver Platt's IMDb real fast?
How's he doing?
I think he's doing good. I think he's doing all right. You know, one of the Musketeers. You know, I mean,
Oh,
it's pretty hot.
Oh,
Demetrius.
okay. Oh, Demetrius in at the last second.
hell yeah.
What is 2?
Oh no! I wish it was.
Holy
it's
shit.
6. Lake Placid. Lake Placid.
Anaconda.
Lake Placid versus Anaconda. Lake Placid, the final chapter. Yet there were still 2 more films after the final chapter.
Whoa.
Last 2 are
including,
non-canon, bro.
Very recently, Lake Placid Legacy.
Who do you think wins in the Anaconda one?
Well, it's the
Gotta be
entire
the
lake,
gator, right?
Like the
Yes, the lake
it's
versus
the
an
entire
anaconda.
lake versus
I
the
mean, but
anaconda.
they got snakes out here that big, bro.
Did John Voight bring the anaconda to the lake? Like,
Personally, he was on a coke binge. It was good.
3 from Hell for 8.
3 from
Fuck it.
hell. For 8. Jenna Ortega.
No
Mike,
relation.
Mike.
what is X? What is Wednesday? What is Scream?
Yeah, we'll go with that. They did title Scream 5 as just Scream, right?
Yes, they did.
So what are Wednesday, Scream 6, X, Studio 666, Scream 5, or just Scream, and also Insidious Chapter 2.
We're really going to count Wednesday? Wasn't that scary.
It's spooky.
It's adjacent.
Spooky.
Spooky scary.
Spooky scary.
Jenna Ortega's done a lot of horror stuff.
She's got a
Sequels for 1,000, please.
Zigzagging. Sequels. Shocking sequels for 1,000. Tremors.
Oh, that's a good one. There's like 80 of these.
Mike,
Mike.
what is 5?
Incorrect.
No.
Good shot, bro.
Bacon.
Bacon. As a kid, there was only 2 of these movies.
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
What is 7?
Correct.
Nice.
There are 7 Tremors films. Tremors 2, Aftershocks. Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. Tremors 4, The Legend Begins somehow in the 4th movie. Tremors 5, Bloodlines. Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell, and Tremors Shrieker Island.
Look, man, sometimes
I would
you just
watch
want a
all
blank
those.
slate.
I'm gonna be honest.
Aftershocks was like always on.
I liked Aftershocks a lot.
Aftershocks.
Shrieker Island comes on Sci-Fi quite a bit.
Oh no! Damn it! I don't have cable anymore, so.
Oh, good stuff. Tremors. Last category, last question. We have 3 from hell.
Come on, D. We need to get you in the black.
For 1,000. Matthew Lillard.
Oh no!
Just do it, D. I'll give it to you.
Get it, D.
Get it.
I don't remember 3.
Lillard. There's ghosts in one
He's
of them.
not in
Come on.
13 of them. I'll tell you that.
I remember that one.
You're kind of woozy, man.
Oh boy.
I'm eager to see if he counts Scooby Doo.
Okay, reveal. Did Demetrius say it? What are Five Nights at Freddy's, Scooby-Doo, Scream, and 13 Ghosts?
I didn't know he's in Five Nights at Freddy's.
He is in the brand new Five Nights at Freddy's.
I think I'm going to go see it now. The Lillard's back.
Lillard is back.
Okay, we are on to final legally.
What's that 13 in the middle of it? Is that how they spelled it?
Oh yeah, it's stylized 13 with the number 13 ghosts, baby.
Yeah, obnoxious.
That's not how you spell.
Kayla, you our current point total is Mike in the lead with 6,200, Tomas with 2,400, and D with he's in the negative, but it's okay.
It's okay. You can bet negative 800.
Final legally distinct quiz show game. I will go ahead and share my screen here because I've got the finale right here. Let's go ahead and do that.
Negative times a negative's a positive, D.
Going live.
Saying.
There we go. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to give you the category for final legally distinct quiz show game. You can bet anything up to the amount of points you currently have. And send that bet for me once you see the following category. Universal monsters. So right. Send me your votes, your bets for Universal Monsters category.
Telling everybody.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, Tomas went all in. That's good.
Told Eric too.
Good. So we know Tomas. I will not tell you what Mike put because here is the question. The first of Universal Pictures' monster movies, premiering in 1931 and starring Bela Lugosi. You guys have 1 minute to complete and send me your answers.
Legally distinct game show.
I love it. There's words to it now. The first of Universal Pictures' monster movies, premiering in 1931 and starring Bela Lugosi. Tomas is locked in.
I don't know if I'm right, but most certainly like
distinct game show of terror. Game show of terror.
Funny little trivia.
Mike is also locked in. D, I know you cannot win the game, but do you want to venture a guess?
Oh, yeah, sure. If he gets this, he's, this is kind of like the big one.
Yeah, you get all the points. You win this one. Legally distinct For legal reasons.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they could still get you if you don't like. Yeah, well, you gotta put more words in the middle of it. Forget how many seconds it is before they can strike you.
We're not monetized. Don't steal our money, please.
Not yet. Coming for you, Rogan.
I think D's writing a paragraph here.
Yeah, wow.
Or he's searching IMDb for the right answer. Either way. Okay, we are locked in with our answers. So once again, in Universal Monsters, the first of Universal Pictures monster movies, premiering in 1931, and D is betting it all. Starring Bela Lugosi. D guessed, what is Nosferatu? That is incorrect. Good guess. Creepy movie. Tomas went all in, and he asked, "Is it The Mummy?" Question mark. It's not, unfortunately.
It's one of them.
Mike went big. He went 6,200, and he guessed, what is Dr. Acula or Dracula? And that is indeed correct. Mike is now the proud owner of 12,400 legally distinct points.
Wow.
He wins the game.
When do I trade those in for like a grill or something?
Like a mouth grill? Because we can do that right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, do it.
Just want to say one funny little tidbit. Still on the spooky. Castlevania, the original video game, was based off of these Universal monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why you fight all of them in the game.
Oh, yeah. It has like the film strip in the opening.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was supposed to be like a Universal joint. So
yep,
good stuff. That should have been the.
Still is in a way.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, they ran with it hard.
Well, thank you for playing, guys. And Mike, you should stop being so good at trivia. You know, just stop.
Shame on me.
I know.
Cool.
That was it. That was
didn't end up in the negative. So.
Yeah, zeros. And I think D, because you bet it all and you were negative, a negative and a negative.
There it is.
Evens out. I know math, so I think you and Tomas are actually tied for second. Actually,
I'll take it.
But nowhere near Mike. That's it. Episode 144 is in the books. We played the Legally Distinct quiz show game. If you want to see the video version, check us out on YouTube. We got a bunch of other video games, including a bunch of other. Well, we did play some video games. Those are also on YouTube. But if you want to see our previous Legally Distinct quiz show games, our Women's History Month, our Black History Month, or our Of Terror previous Halloween games, they're all there. So go to YouTube, check them out. Otherwise, check us out on all of the podcast audio apps, social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, X. Drop us a line, machineofnonsense@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll get back to reading off your listener emails next episode. Probably get back to the bracket refresh. We got 12 that need to go on. So that'll probably be episode 145. We are barreling towards episode 150. Which will be our streamed episode. We're going to play some Jackbox, I think, for episode.
We should play Pokemon.
Yep, we should play
Pokemon.
Yep. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. 150. Yeah. There's probably like a 5-player, 6-player version of Pokemon out there, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's something stupid out there.
Wouldn't be stupid if it wasn't the machine of nonsense. All right, we're getting out of here. Thanks for listening or viewing on YouTube. We're getting out of here and saying Legally Distinct goodbye.
Goodbye.
Legally Distinct game show. Legally Distinct. It's a game show.
Bye.